got back from dynoing the track car, which means it's time to start working on this thing. If you guys don't know, there's a pile of parts here, like intercooler stuff, intercoolers down there. 2 months ago now, we had an incident.
Nothing, just an incident.
And somehow this front intake cam or exhaust cam didn't get oil during operation, so it like seized the cam, snapped the timing chain, and left me stuck in traffic. I was literally going like 30 miles an hour, just cruising to get the car inspected, and it just shut off. So I have a new motor. I picked one up a month and a half ago, so it's another 95,000 mile motor. I'm debating rebuilding all the intercooler piping and respraying the bay white and all that stuff, but it's the middle of June right now, and our driving season up here goes like mid-April to mid-October, so I don't really want to sacrifice too much driving time by just like letting this project build. So we'll see. First things first, I got to take everything out of the engine bay, so I'm going to start that today. Undo the turbo, get it up in the air, start working on that kind of stuff, and see how far we get. And if I'm making good pace, then I'll probably rebuild it. I bought a bunch of engine clamps and things to make nice intercooler piping, but it works as is, so we'll see. Apologize for the road noise. It's raining, so it's super loud right now, but things have escalated. It's pretty much ready to come out. Harness is pulled, turbo, intake, water pump assembly, crossover pipe is out. All I've got to do is drain the oil here, drain the trans fluid, pull the drive shaft, and then this thing can come right out. So I don't have my engine hoist here right now, so we're not going to do that today. We will do that in this episode. I'm going to try and keep this like a brief series, like engine out, either refresh the bay and or refresh the engine, and then engine back in, because hopefully this does not take forever. But I pulled everything off. I got to like bag some hardware and all that, but yeah, so these are actually really easy to work on, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so we'll yank it. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe by the end of the week we'll see how it goes, and then I'm gonna push it out, at least pressure wash the bay no matter what.
One eternity later.
We're back. It's Friday. It's a couple days later. This guy is pretty much ready for man, I'm slacking on words. This guy is pretty much ready for track day on Sunday. Dylan's gonna come by tomorrow so we can fit the seat, but we got the harness all set up, so at least it fits for me. That's what matters to me. Not actually, but it fits for one of us. So Dylan's gonna bring his car as well. So shakedown run for this. But while we're doing that, it's time to get this guy out. So like I said earlier in the episode, it's been long enough. It's pretty much ready to come out right now. I just gotta lift the back of the car up, drain the fluids, take the PPF out, and take the drive shaft out real quick. So really not a whole lot to do. I am by myself, so pulling this might be a little tricky. My wife is technically inside. I don't know if she'd want to get all up in there pulling the motor, but if push comes to shove, I'm sure she'd be down to help. So gonna try and yank it, because once it's out, I still have to order parts like timing chains and stuff, but I can start working on the bay tomorrow. It's Saturday. It's supposed to be nice out, so pressure wash it, do all that kind of stuff, and really make some progress. So enough of me just running my mouth. Let's get this car up and draining some fluids. Stuff underneath is out, drive shaft's out, PPF is unhooked. Pro tip, if you undo the front 3 bolts, so the 2 bolts into the trans and the one of that L bracket, then the front one on the diff, and then loosen the rear one, you can just swing the PPF out far enough out of the way. So that's what I've got underneath. I forgot to take all this apart. Also, check out these sweet little beanies that go on the shifter. adorable. So track car has one too, of course. So we take the interior apart right now. I have to drain the front pan on the oil. So the K pan is like a N-shaped thing. You'll probably see it later when we're taking the motor apart. So you got to drain the rear of the pan and the front of the pan. Rear is drained, trans is drained. Interior's got to come out. Hook the engine hoist up, undo the motor mounts, swing the PPF out of the way, and up and out she goes. So let's rip this inside apart so that we can go to bed at a reasonable time tonight. Shifter's out, PPF is out of the way. Just gotta put that on there, strap it to something. We don't really care about this engine, so might use the water pump pickup bolts and like the exhaust thing or the starter hole or whatever. So we'll figure something out. We'll yank it out of here. I forgot I gave my impact to Dylan, so taking the drive shaft out took a little longer than I thought, but he does now live like 10 minutes down the street because he moved, so that's sweet. But I wasn't gonna make him drive out here late on a Friday night, so we are good to go. Let's clean that mess up and start pulling this motor out. Hoist is in. I'm probably gonna have to take my hood off. We'll see. I'm gonna take it off anyways to paint it tomorrow, but I'll use somebody else for that. So hoist is hooked up. I'm just using the exhaust stud on this side and the water pump bolt on that side. So I don't know how much the camera caught there, but it got a little sketchy at the end. We actually, like, you can see where we clipped the garage door with the engine hoist. It is out. I did have to have my favorite wife come out and pull the engine hoist back while I lifted the transmission. I think for simplicity's sake, when I put it back in, the new one, I'm just gonna put the motor in and then I'm gonna put the trans in from underneath. I've done that, like last summer, I think I did that like 6 times. I can do it in an hour, and it's way less sketchy, way less risk to the engine bay, and less hassle on my end. I can probably do it myself. Didn't have to take the hood off, which was clutch. Because we don't have the valve cover on, we'll have to take it off when we install the new motor. But there she is. Let me get some light on it for you. It is crusty, absolutely crusty. Like there's rocks in there, there's like grease. I'm gonna pull the trans off right now. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the trans off. And then that's probably gonna be a wrap for this episode. And then the next episode for this guy is gonna be like spraying the bay, prepping the motor, the replacement engine, tearing it down, doing all that stuff. Getting it ready. And then the episode after that, we'll throw it in the car, hopefully hook everything up, and then try and start it. I don't wanna make this a long series, so let's see how long that takes. It's June 17th right now. I said I was gonna have this running by the end of May, so you can see how the schedule's going. I will be ecstatic if I have it running before I leave for Miata's at the Gap on July 28th. So I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes I get motivation bursts, but enough talking. I got cleanup to do. I got an early morning tomorrow. So I forgot to film an outro. So it's the next morning. I'm gonna keep working on the car. Jesus Christ. So I forgot to film an outro. So just got lost in the sauce last night. So that's a wrap for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Stick around. Next weekend is likely an ITB episode for Dylan's car, and the weekend after that we'll be back to this guy, kind of alternating until this is done. Dylan's got a lot more episodes than I do, so I'm trying to bang this out, like I said. So next episode is going to be pushing this outside, cleaning it, prepping the engine, And then the episode after that for this guy will be putting the engine back in and hopefully starting it up. So trying to keep it sweet and concise so I can drive this thing and not drag it out. But as always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like or leave a comment down below on what you think. Let us know if you're going to be at either or Miata Reunion and Miatas at the Gap. We'd love to see you guys. We met a bunch of you last year and it was great. So we are doing both. It's going to be a long week and a half for us, but super pumped. So it's coming up quick here, especially by the time this episode's out. It's going to be like less than a month away from us leaving. So this is not coming. We're going to be bringing the track car. Dylan's going to be towing his ITB car down, and then Cam is going to be bringing his Turbo 1.8. So we'll have some good fun cars there. This really makes too much power for the Dragon in my opinion, so I'm not really that sad. And it's going to be more of a vacation for me if I don't have to worry about this car. So enough rambling. You know the deal. Like, comment, and make sure you subscribe because we got a lot of cool stuff coming your way. So until next time.